Oh, hi there. This is Robin Hadfield coming to you today, and I'm wanting to share some more thoughts about how the Lord directs our pathway. This time, I'm going to use Psalm 32, verse 8. And by the way, I'm out in my garden. Psalm 32:8 says this: I will instruct you and teach you the way you should go. I will guide you with my eye upon you. Now, there are three words in that psalm of significance. They are the words instruct you and teach you, and then the third word is guide you. Now, if we look at the first two words, instruct and to teach, we're making a decision and we're trying to find the way forward and what the Lord has for us. And so how is he going to direct us and teach us and instruct us? Well, I would like to suggest three ways. The first way is your circumstances. They are an indicator of what the Lord is wanting you to do. They could be negative. They could be dead end, as it were. Things are not working out. You need your circumstances to change. You might need a new location. It could be that your circumstances are very positive, and they are giving direction through the way in which things are opening up for you through the circumstances that are surrounding you today. Circumstances, look around. What are they saying to you? It's one way God speaks and gives direction. Now, the second way that God could do that is through a person. And it could be any person that you are talking with, and they could be totally unaware that what they're saying actually is going to be used of God, their mouth to your heart that gives direction. And so they're talking away, and in the midst of the conversation, they say something and it gives affirmation. It just said, yep, that's exactly what I needed to hear in the decision that I'm about to make, and so it's through the person. Now, the third way in which God could be ministering to you is through the Word of God. You're reading the Word of God, and as you're reading it, a verse or a word stands out. And so that becomes what we call a rhema word, or a spoken word as you read the written word. The written word becomes a spoken word to your heart about what you ought to do next. And so God is directing, God is instructing and teaching you the way that is right for you to go, right where you are today. Now let's look at the third word. It's guide with his eye. And what a wonderful thought. God guiding you with his eye. That's very personal. That's very private. That's very wonderful. So how does God guide? So with the word guidance, to me, it means you've already made the decision and you're on your way and you're moving along and God is guiding you along the way. Now, I want to give you an illustration. It's a negative illustration, but it serves its purpose. It's about Peter. Peter has followed the Lord when he was betrayed, and it's the night of the trial, and he is challenged three times, and three times he vehemently denies that he knows the Lord. Absolutely terrible example. Now, in Luke's Gospel, it says this: in the midst of that, the Lord turned and looked at him. The Lord turned and looked at him. And that look absolutely melted Peter to the core. It cut him to the core of his heart. And he went out and wept bitterly. He failed. You see, it was the eye of the Lord upon him in a moment of temptation and a moment to deny when he should have affirmed that he knew the Lord. But it's not for his downfall. No, it's to keep him on course. And we know that later Peter is reinstated in the Gospel of John, and he becomes the leader of the church and mightily used of God. One false step doesn't wipe you out, but it just teaches you to keep on course, and the eye of the Lord will do that. I don't know how he's going to do it, but he will do it. So there we have it. Psalm 32:8. He's going to instruct you. He's going to teach you. He's going to guide you. Wherever you are today, whatever situation you're in, that's a wonderful promise for you today. So the Lord will encourage you as you meditate upon it. Catch you later.